Okay, so the part that I keep messing up while I'm recording, I just nailed it, but it wasn't recording. So maybe I'll get it this time. Anyhow, this is for the rewriting songs series, since I have so many that I have rewritten. The song is called Nobody's Property. This is Marcus, by the way. Yes, I changed my name. Yes, I have good reasons for doing so. I don't care if you like that. Live with it. So I wrote it for my daughters, and like, I don't know, like 15 years ago or something. And 12 years ago. Anyway, it sucked because it was on the acoustic. It just sucked. So I rewrote it again a few years later when I had a Paul Reed Smith and a nice rig. And I played it with a drummer, Brian Jane, in Idaho, just a little bit. But we couldn't find a venue, so we never got to play it like the way it's supposed to sound, unfortunately. I did do one acoustic solo of it at a thing, but, it's not written for acoustic guitar, and you'll see why. Anyhow, here we go. So I'm going to play the parts that I do remember, and thank God I remember because, after getting stabbed in the back, left out on the street to die in the snow, years went by and I had no guitars. I've only been playing for approximately a year, by the way, right now after a 7-year break. So you'll see that I'm really having to push myself very hard. Still making some mistakes when I play. But anyway, I actually wrote most of this stuff on an acoustic guitar sitting in a hotel room. So man, my fingers were shredded by the time I was done. But at least, the first half of the song definitely got stuck in my brain somewhere. And I thank God because, I was praying for my daughters about 6 months ago. And that song came to my head. And I was like, oh, man, I should play that. Couldn't remember it at all. So I prayed that I could remember it. And at least half of it came back. Just like that. Bam, 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 just came back. And then, but there's a whole section I can't remember at all. So I rewrote that section. So here we go. I will begin. I'm going to start. I'm on someone else's rig, so I do have to walk back and forth. I don't have a nice handy pedal. I will have to play on the neck pickup because, I need a warm tone. If I'm doing pinch harmonics and lots of crunchy, riffs, then I'll play on the bridge pickup. But we're going to use the neck pickup for this song. It begins clean. I like to hold you close at night. You're like an angel when you sleep. I like to listen to your song. You're like an angel when you sing to me. When you sing to me. Alright, so I'm not going to sing the full verse. I'm going to go to the next thing. Anyway, that's kind of how it starts. And where am I here? Oh, oops, my bad. All right, so this part is all part of the original. I did remember it, thank goodness. Here we go. Alright, so it goes like that. The lyrics are something like this. Baby girl, can you hear me? Calling out to you. Baby girl, can you hear me? Calling out to see where nobody's. Alright, so this part here, I'm not going to scream it really loud. I'm just going to do like a kind of like the background, echoey, semi-pitched vocal. But on the recording, you want a highly compressed, upfront screamo vocal for this. I did slow down the tempo because it needs some punch. So that's just how it is. But anyway, I'll show the funky chords real quick. It's like, can you even see that? Yeah, I guess you can. So that, like that. And the lyrics are simply just nobody's property. You just shout that over and over. So nobody's property. Nobody's property. Into the next part, which I do remember. Just want to point out. So, oh yeah, because I had to restart this because I kept messing up and it was too long. But obviously, these lyrics are they're difficult for me emotionally and thematically, because it really is about a family being commoditized and then ripped apart by institutions, and just kind of like hoping that the bond of love that you instilled in each other before that happened somehow stays alive in its essence. And so, writing the song, I got fury. There was fury. So that might come out in some of the parts. But anyway, going to the next part. This part is fun. I'm just gonna play it, and then I'll do it slow, and then I'll just play it, and then I'll see if I can sing it. But I'll have to sing it clean because I'm gonna go into the next section with a long sustained note, and I don't want to have to go back and change it. So this is how it goes. It's fun to play. I mean, this is really fun to play. I mean, really fun. But anyway, so here we go. Though I'm gonna have to, keep it on the clean channel so that I can go into the next part. So since I don't have a foot pedal. But anyway, so. Fight for your life. Fight for your love. Never forget. You came from above. And you have always belonged with me. As you have always been home to me. Now, so you'll notice that I did use my daughter's names in the song because it was actually written for them. So back to the distortion now. So once again, I'll show the part that I wrote slow, and then I'll just play it and have fun with it, and then I will try to do it with the lyrics. So it starts as, and I wanted a really intense melody, so it would be poignant. But when I get to this part, I really stretched my boundaries, and I have like a sort of rapping part with really funky, that kind of stuff, if you can see that. But anyway, so it's as follows. very, very fun to play. Playing live, obviously, we would want to just roll through that without any singing for a little bit so we could jump around. But so that's what it's like. Just playing it. Let's see if I can get the lyrics in. Inner child, our inner child, knit together, our inner shaman, bonded at the core, resonate in this hard space like binary stars, unchanging nature, unchanging forever. Like gun they turn around, like vultures sniffing blood. With the call with the vulture face to tear us apart. Turning up false witnesses till the project is cord. Let me come with the cameras to make us dish board. Doesn't cause you the vultures, baby, they sold with that blood. Put me in the cages, whipping boy for their crimes. Fed you with the cannibals and the milk is all dry. They grown up pain, they cannot escape what they've done. We go whales, they drown and said, pull up their own fraud. So you can see it goes back into the main verse section. So the interlude is like, probably the most intense part vocally. And what I decided, because when you rewrite, you have to think, well, how is it going to sound on a recording? How's it going to sound live? Can I actually push my lungs that hard? What I decided to do was probably have, again, double vocals on the, recording where there is actual, screamo rap, but on stage, I don't know if I can do that every day with my voice. So what I decided I would do would probably have put me in the cages and whip big bull for the crimes. Like that, like it's desperate sounding, you know what I mean? Because then I can get my voice really shaky, which it will be anyways. And I won't have to make my vocal cords too raw. So you got to think about that stuff. You got to know your limitations and try to work with what you got. Anyway, going back to the verse, it is all the same lyrics in the actual verse section, so that doesn't change. So I'll skip to the end real quick. And there will be a couple more lyrics at the end referring again to those institutions, both state and church, right? So let's say just at the second half here. Never forget, you came from above. Unholy holy judges scripting lies for our lives. Government pigs cannot own what's inside. And you have always belonged with me. Lizzie, you have always been home to me. Oh, 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 I actually messed that up, so it's actually. I like the like dissonant note at the end. It just kind of leaves it on a cliffhanger, you know, because obviously, hopefully, you know, the person sees their kids again, obviously, right? So anyway, yeah, that is the third rewrite of this song, and I think it's the best one. I think it's the best version. Not the best rig, but you could see I had fun pushing my boundaries, you know, because I don't normally do rap sections in a rock song. I have 2 songs where I do that, and I have 2 like actual rap songs that are just rap. But you know, that was fun. Really, like that song is really fun to play. I mean, sometimes like practicing is not always fun for me, you know. But sometimes when I just want to have fun playing the guitar, I play that. Yeah, that's a trip. That's a good one. So, but you know, I've spent many hours practicing that one song, and I still only nail it 1 out of 10 times. You know, so it's a progress. It's a work in progress. And anyway, this would be episode 2 of rewriting a song. I think I have covered all the important points. Hope you like the shirt. Donald Trump, I want my kids back. Pay me for my work. Anyway, yeah, take me off those stupid watch lists, dude. Come on, dude. What the heck? I'm a patriot, man. Anyway, I think that was it. All right.